Good morning. It's only Thursday, I know, but everything start looking better when you know tomorrow is Friday. And after Friday, you have 2 days. What we should do in that 2 days, you know? You can play games, you can do whatever you want. But anyway, this is an important video. Actually, it's a very important, yeah? So I'll try to make this video the most important video from this channel, yeah? What do I want to do? Another motherboard lessons. You know, I feel so bad for the last video. You know the video with that HP with the chip when I was getting upset or angry about some emails. No, I'm not that kind of thing. You know, I get upset. Next 5 minutes, I forget, and now I feel bad. You know? No, of course it's no problem. Yeah. So I want to fix this laptop. Yeah, this is our laptop, so we can afford doing experiments. Yeah. No, it's not coming on, but we have to fix it, and I want to simulate some faults on this one, yeah, like missing power rails, like shorted things, you know. I want to destroy this motherboard, yeah, but first we have to fix it, yeah. So let's start fix this laptop. What do we pay for this laptop is 15. I pay myself 51.5. Actually I pay 30 for two laptops. So this one is doing nothing. It's a nice Samsung R530 R530, yeah, and it's not doing nothing. It's not coming on. We have no lights here, yeah. The charger is plugged. Let's check the charger, yeah. And the charger is dead. Yeah, that's the charger Diana gave me. The charger is dead. Diana. Umas. I know. I know. Yeah? Thank you. Okay, we need a clover cable. Found one. So let's see with this charger. Maybe the laptop is working. And it is working, we have light. Ha ha. Let's see if it's coming on. And it is coming on. And yeah, we have a cracked screen. Let's check here. The screen is cracked. But what is weird... That's good. So we have a laptop for playing. Let me replace the screen quickly, yeah? Let's replace the screen. And we can play. Oh, so actually you have nothing to fix. Don't worry, we have something to broke. Yeah, so now I understand why they sell this laptop so cheap. Because of the cracked screen. Let's replace the screen just to see what's going on, yeah? Yeah. Okay, let's replace the screen, yeah, quickly. Weird people. Hopefully I have the screen. It's a LED screen. Give me 1 second, yeah? Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah? Okay, it's a normal screen. Let me find another one. Yeah, found another one. Let's replace the screen. And we can play. We can play after that. Okay. Okay. Let's test it first, yeah? You should take out the charger and the battery when you replace the screen. Yeah, the screen is working. It has Windows. Okay, that's not important. And the battery is good. Good. Let's put back the screws from the screen, yeah? Come on, stay there. Okay, one screw. replace the screen, it's an easy thing, yeah? It's nothing complicated. Yeah. There we have 2 screws. Okay, 1. And 2. Let's check the hinge screws, which are loose. Look. Always this happen on the hinge. Okay. Let's put back the front bezel. You know what? We don't need a foil here. Good. Let's put back the screws. These ones, yeah. And we can play. We can play. You know what I hate? I hate the things, you know. You agree with the price, and when you come back, when they come back, the customer, obviously not all, but some of them, yeah. Ah, what is your best price? Or I need a discount, something like that. I need a discount. You have to give me a discount because I'm your customer. This is sick, you know. This is the most text used, yeah. I'm your customer. I'm your brother. And yeah, Arsonda, I'm your sister. Yeah. Okay. See these plastic things, you know, the design thing. For design, but nice to be there. Check again. Still working, yeah. Let's open the laptop. This will be a long video, so take your time to watch on it, yeah. Let's see what happened in some cases when you have some missing things, some shorted power rails, or just missing voltage, or because I think we can learn together. But this is a working laptop, so we can check how is to be working and how is to be not working, you know. think it will be good. Even for myself. The most common faults: missing 19 volts power rail, missing 3.3, or missing 5 volts. That's the most common. If it will be too long, I will make it in 2 parts. Okay, all the screws are out. Yeah? Good. We can open now. Keyboard. Yeah, keyboard has some clips. Yeah, this laptop is nice. It's classic, you know? Classic. Everything inside is how you expect to be. Nothing weird. Nothing weird. And on the Samsung, I think we have SMSC chip. The startup chip. Yeah, look, it's here. Most of the time when you have problems on the Samsung, this chip is shorted, and that's why your 3.3 volts power rail is missing. Yeah? Okay, let's take out the touchpad, the speakers. Let's try to open this. And it's open. It is a nice laptop. Dual core, but still nice. It's okay. It's fine. It's nice. What's here? Here is the chipset or the graphics. No, the chipset is here. I think this has a graphic chip. This is a processor. I think this is graphics. And here is a chipset. Maybe. So our chip, the startup chip, yeah? Or Nordbridge or microcontroller or however you want to tell him, yeah? What is doing, yeah? One more time, yeah? On this laptop is I have to use an angle to see, yeah? SMSC chip. This case MEC 1308 NU, and this is very common. 1308, 1310 are a lot, yeah? What the chip is doing, yeah? What the chip is doing is reading the BIOS, yeah? And is starting the motherboard. So they have some pins connected with the power supplies from the motherboard, and when you press the power button, also is reading the power button, will start the motherboard, yeah? So what I will do now, I'll plug the charger, yeah? And that's how I explained you before, the easy way, the charger is plugged, the easy way to check if your 3.3 volts power supply is present, yeah? It's on the BIOS chip. And on the BIOS chip, you have the, you see here you have this round circle. The round circle are all the chips. That means the pin number 1 is there. If the pin number 1 is there, the last pin is 5 volts. So you can check. I think here is plus and the pin number 4 is minus. Yeah, 3.3 you can see on the... Anyway, for your sure, use the ground. You know, you can use the ground. And 3.3. So our 3.3 volts power rail is fine because we have 3.3 on the power supply, on the BIOS chip. That means even our chip has 3.3 volts, yeah? That means even on the power button, yeah, let's go on the power button. Even on the power button, we have 3.3. This 3.3, yeah, this 3.3 comes straight from the 3.3 volts power rail, but through a resistor, yeah. So it's coming the 3.3 through a resistor, yeah, and the other pin from here is to the ground, yeah, from the power button. So that's mean when you press the power button, it go to 0. You can see, but obviously the power rail will not get shorted because we have a resistor. Yeah, the laptop is on. But you got the point. Look, you press, you go to 0. This movement from 3.3 to 0 is seen by that chip, by the SMSC chip. And obviously when the chip, this goes straight to the chip, yeah. So this goes to one resistor who is connected to 3.3, and same from here to that chip. And the chip is saying when the 3.3 is moving to 0, and he will start the laptop or will shut down the laptop, yeah. Also this chip is performing emergency shutdown, like say when you keep press the power button for 10 seconds, yeah. Good, good. So now the laptop is working. Now the people ask, what's happened with the GoPro? I done nothing. Can't believe. Okay, most of the people get these things wrong. So actually the BIOS issues or crop BIOS are very rare. Very, very rare. Yeah? This laptop is working. So I press the power button, it's coming on, and you have picture on the screen, yeah? Okay. Let's see what the laptop is doing if we have a BIOS issue. On our case, I will remove the BIOS chip, yeah? So let's see together what will happen with the laptop if we don't have a BIOS chip there, yeah? So the BIOS chip is removed, yeah? I'll leave the BIOS chip here. Let's see what the laptop is doing without the BIOS chip. Is still coming on or is not coming on? What do you think? Let's see. It's plugged. It's plugged. We have light, yeah? You can see here. So we have light. That means the 3.3 volts power rail is present, yeah? If we press the power button, no, it's not coming on. Okay, I haven't expect this result. No, it's not coming on. Yeah. So what do we have? We have the same. We have the 3.3 here. The power button, yeah, has also the 3.3, and it's still switching. Yeah. But the laptop is not coming on. Not on all the cases. So how these things works? When you press the power button, the chip is reading the BIOS chip. Yeah. Reading the BIOS chip to take all your settings and to take the program what he has to do, and he'll start the power supply will start like based on that program. Yeah. 1 second. Okay, yeah, 1 second, let's help Diana. She need help. If it's not working nicely, okay. So okay, so yeah. So again, yeah, this chip is working based on the program from the BIOS. Yeah, it's not BIOS. It looks like it's not working. I found some laptops. They are still coming on, but no picture on the screen or nothing. We even without the BIOS chip. But look, looks like without the BIOS chip, it's not coming on. That's interesting. Okay, let's put back the BIOS chip. Yeah. Let's cool down the BIOS. Let's check. It's working. It is working. Hmm? Yeah, it is working. Yeah. So without the BIOS chip, that's what it's doing. Yeah. Shorted 3.3 volts power rail. Yeah. Let's see. Shorted 3.3. Okay. Let's take a jumper. Yeah. And we'll see what's going on. I'll use 3.3 from the BIOS chip. Yeah. I don't know where is the power supply itself. Yes! So we have a bridge on the BIOS chip, yeah? That's what we done. We short the BIOS chip, yeah? Let's see now. What will happen? Will blow up something? No. So we plug the charger and we have no light. Yeah? No light and the laptop obviously is not coming on, yeah? Because the power supply, they are all protected against short, yeah? So we have ground. Let's check the voltage. Obviously we don't have voltage. On the power button we have nothing, obviously, because the 3.3 volts power supply. But the 19 volts power rail, yeah? The 19 volts, which is... Hey, I have no power supply on this side of the board. I think here. Yeah, here is 19. Here is no, this is the battery. Yeah, 19. So the 19 volts power outlet is present, but the 3.3 is missing. Yeah, so that's the case. It's doing nothing. Yeah. Let's take out the bridge. Okay. Let's test again. We have light. We have power on light. And the laptop is on. Okay. Shorted 5 volts power rail. Yeah. 5 volts we can find on a USB. On the USB ports. Yeah. On the USB ports. Let's find one. Let's power up the laptop and check the voltage to see which one is the 5 volts. No. Okay, it's on this side. So we can see 5 volts, yeah? Let's short the 5 volts power rail. I'm curious like you, let's see what happened. Still coming on. So we have the 5 volts here. And you can take the ground from anywhere. Like this. Maybe not, maybe from here. Yeah. So what we done? We done a short of 5 volts power rail. How can I do it? You can see there. So I short the pin from the 5 volts from the USB, yeah? Good. Let's check together now, see what's happened. From my experience, the laptop is coming on and goes off quickly. But we'll see what this is doing, yeah? We have light, because the... come on, I can't live with this GoPro. So the 5 volts is not starting on the beginning. It's starting after you press the power button. Yeah. So obviously we have light. We have 3.3. We have 19. But let's see what happened when my chip, the startup chip, will power up the 5 volts power supply. Comes on. And it's working. That's sick. How is it possible? Let's check the voltage. You see, that's a good laptop. And I will tell you why, yeah? I'll tell you why. This is a good one. I'll tell you why. Okay, let's speak about the USB power supplies, yeah? You see here we have a USB port, yeah? And no, usually they have all these USB ports, they have like one chip, like one MOSFET, who, if you do a short on the USB, probably you done before, and you have a message on the Windows, the USB port is overcharged, the USB power will be stopped now, blah blah blah, some message, yeah? It's because of that chip, yeah? On this case, you have the USB port here, yeah? And look, that's our chip. That's our chip, yeah? And the 5 volts is coming from here, yeah? You see 5 volts there? Okay, check on the other side. That's the input, 5 volts, and it's a big power rail, yeah? So if I short here, let's see what happened. Now the laptop is still on. And it's still on, yeah? So I short that thing. And I still have 5 volts. Let's short again, yeah? Now it's shorted, the laptop is still on. Here is no voltage, but on the other side we still have 5 volts, you can see. Because that's what this chip is doing, is protecting the laptop against the USB shorts. Okay? You understand? This is a smart thing. So obviously we done the short on the wrong part. So we have to do the short on the main 5 volts power supply, yeah? Well, let's do it, let's do it. And the laptop is still working. Let's take this bridge from here because it's unuseless. Because obviously that has a chip who will cut down the 5 volts. What the fuck? Okay. And the monitor goes off. Okay, let me switch. So what I will do now, yeah, I will do a short on the main 5 volts power rail, yeah. That's 5 volts. This should be ground, or is this capacitor? Okay, let's see now. Let's see now what's going on. Now will be interesting, yeah? Let's see now. Plug the charger. Okay, the GoPro is still working. We have light, yeah? Let's press the power button. And no, you can't power up the laptop. Ha ha ha. So we have 3.3. The 3.3 goes to 0, but the laptop is not starting up. And I told you so many times. Check the 5 volts power rail. But this is, it's not unique, but it's like half-half. This laptop is not starting up at all. Different laptop starting up, it goes off in the next second. Look on this case, yeah? Let's say maybe it's not short. Maybe the 5 volts power supply is not working at all. Yeah? Same thing. You have light, but when you press the power button, nothing happened. Look, it's not coming on at all. So even if you have 3.3 and 19, yeah, so we have 3.3 volts on the BIOS chip, yeah. We have 19, the main power rail, but because the 5 volts power supply is on short, you know, the laptops are complex things, so this chip also is checking the output. You press the power, chip, powering up the power supplies, and he see the 5 volts power supply is not coming up. So he'll shut down everything down. He'll shut down, but this happened in like fraction of seconds, milliseconds. So actually you can't see nothing. You can't see the laptop actually is coming on but goes off. So you see, that's the case. We have green light here, but when you press the power button, nothing happens. Let's take this out. I think this is our 5 volts power rail. Let me check to be sure, yeah? 1 second. Or not, or this is 3.3. Let me take out the short. So the short is out, yeah? If we check now, yeah, and the GoPro is frozen again. So the GoPro is freezing on any spark. Probably if I'll have a quartz lighter, it'll do the same thing. Okay, we took out the bridge. The laptop is coming on and it's working fine, yeah? Still working fine, yeah? Let's check what this chip is doing. Actually, this was the 5 volts, the 5 volts chip, and it was a little bit warm. Yeah, that's the reason. 3.3 and 5 volts. Yeah, that's the power supply. It's all in one, 3.3 and 5 volts. I should sort of short the things here. This is 3.3, this is 5. Yeah, that's happened on the most of the laptops. Not all, but most of them. The 3.3 and 5 volts power supply, it's on the same chip. If you've seen the schematics before, you know what I mean. And the input is 19 volts. Let's check the input. No, that's not the input. This maybe? No, that's not the input. What about this? Yeah, 19, you can see. Next, what do you want to short? Let's short the RAM power supply. 1.5 volts. So here is the RAM memory, yeah? You can see the RAM memory? Yeah. So let's short the RAM memory power supply. That should be interesting. I'll short one cap here, yeah? For shorting one cap, that means short the voltage power rail. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now we short the RAM memory Power supply, yeah. Let's plug the charger. They still have light. And the laptop is not coming on. Wait, it is coming on. Comes on, it goes off. Yeah? Once again, yeah? Once again. Coming on. And it's staying on. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. But it's no picture on the screen. Okay, that's weird. Let's unplug and plug again. Okay, let's press the power. Coming on. And it's staying on. Why? And we have no voltage on the RAM. Obviously we have no picture. Wait. That's interesting, you know. So even with a short on the RAM, power supply is still coming on. Okay. What about the chipset? The chipset has different 3.3 volts power supply. Let's power up the computer. We took off the short from the RAM. It's still working, we have picture. Let's see. One volt. Why is 1 volt here? The chipset is not working with 1 volt. Maybe it's graphics and here is the chipset. Let me check. 1 volt. No. No. That's the graphics. One volt. Okay, now the things start getting weird. I should have 3.3. One volt. No, that's not normal. Yeah, the laptop is working, but I just want to find the truth. Why there is 1 volt on the chipset? When the chipset normally it's working with 3.3. Hey. Yeah, the GoPro. I know. Yeah, I have a limit. At some point I'll throw it in the bin. Okay, let's take out the motherboard. I don't understand why I'm trying to do things on this side of the board when actually all the goodies are on the other side. So why it's not coming out? Fan? Yeah, the fan. Fan and the screen and probably the Wi-Fi antenna. Yeah. Okay, the SD reader. The SD card reader. Actually, yeah, that's the graphics, that's the chipset. I'll check one more time. I'm not clear with this thing, yeah. And all the power supplies are here. Yeah, we have light. Let's power up let's find the pin. I think the first two pins? No. Let's see the ground. Ground and the first pin. No. Second. No. Which one is the power button? Yeah, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, the second pin, I think. Let me check again. It's not the first. It's the second pin. The second pin, and the board is on, yeah? Good. Let's check. Uh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. So you see all the power supplies are here, yeah? So you can see what the power supply we have and what they are doing, yeah? The easy... What? It's not even coming on. No? Yeah, now. So the board is still on. No, it's not on anymore. Yeah, first two pins, just short the first two pins. Yeah. So now it's on. Let's see. The easy way to check the power supply is straight on the coil, yeah? So on the coil, 1 volt here. I don't know on which 1.1, yeah, so that's probably the real voltage. Actually no. Actually no. This is the output of the coil. This is 1 volt, yeah? This 1.5, yeah? So this is the RAM power supply. This is this 1.5. 1.5. So actually even this chip is working 1.5. Okay, these power supplies. This is 3.3. And this is 5, yeah? 1 second. Yeah? Okay. So that's... I don't understand. I haven't touched nothing. Why this happened? Probably get frozen when I check the power supplies. That's the 5 volts, and that's the 3. And actually that's a power supply. It's that cheap from the other side. The MOSFETs, and we have one MOSFET here, one here, and probably 2 on the other side, and the coils, yeah? Here we have another 2 power supplies. 1.1 and this. Same 1.1. So probably these are the processor power supplies. And we have one more here. You know, that's from the battery. That's to charge the battery. Nah, that's from the battery. So okay, this chipset, yeah, it's an old chipset. Again, no, I can't do video in these things. No, I shall stop. Now I'm getting hungry. Okay, the processor power supplies, the battery, yeah, even the battery is charging with switching this switching power supply. 3.3, 5 volts, 1.5, 1 volt, and that's all what you have on this motherboard. I was wrong. The fan is spinning fast. Even on the fan you can check the voltage. So I don't understand. I done nothing. Is something wrong with the grounding here? Is something wrong with the grounding? Okay, what we can try more, yeah? Short and 19 volts power rail. Short and 19 volts power rail, you can do it everywhere, yeah? We can do it here, for example. Now the motherboard is still working. I'll shut down the motherboard. Let's check first, yeah? First, we have, let's see, the processor power supply. Oh, and it's frozen again, so when I touch with the multimeter, it's gone. Can't believe, this is sick. You know what, let's switch on the microscope. Yeah, so the fan is still spinning. Okay, so we have the processor power supplies. Most of the time, yeah, most of the time the problem is with those caps. Yeah, you can see. So we have 2 MOSFETs and we have those caps. On those caps it's 19 volts there. It's on this side. You can see on the multimeter 19, yeah. Let's short that power rail. Let's see if the 3.3 is still working. I'm very curious because most on some laptops are working, some not. And we have that old video with the HP, and the 3.3 was on even with the shorted 19 volts power rail. Where is my bridge? Actually, I don't have a bridge. Yeah, let's take another. Let's try to short the 19 volts power rail. So will be a good idea, you know, just leave comments with what do you want to simulate, what kind of fault. Let's try to fit this bridge there. So let's see now. But the new chipsets, they are working with 3.3. Well, this one no. So it's not coming on anymore, my GoPro. I think it just died. No. Oh yeah. It's still coming on. Yeah, so we make the bridge there. Let's plug the charger. Okay. And morning, and we don't have light anymore. So actually, our 3 volts power supply, check on the BIOS chip, it's not on. 1 second. Let's leave the short there and start diagnosing the motherboard, yeah? So we have the charging port. On the charging port, yes, we have 19 volts. Yeah? No. Even on the charging port we don't have 19 volts. Oh, that's sick. And the MOSFETs are getting hot, that's not normal. It's not supposed to be like that. So the MOSFETs is supposed to protect the... Why? It's supposed to protect the motherboard. I don't even know where are the MOSFETs. Let me see. So we have 19 volts. 19 volts is coming here. Yeah, those MOSFETs are getting hot. Let's check with the power supply, yeah? Okay, that's interesting. So 19. I haven't expected on this thing, you know. Normally those MOSFETs are there to protect the power supplies against short. But these ones are not working. That's funny. That's funny. Actually, those MOSFETs are getting hot. So in this case, the protection is not working. Plus, let's see, that's minus and plus. And we have a short, we have like, it's taking like 2 amps. Okay, that's not normal. Wow, and this is getting hot. Let's go down with the amps. So the that's sick. You know, those MOSFETs are there to protect the charger against, you know, if the motherboard goes short. But this one, no. Look, it's taking like 2 amps, 1.5 amps. I can go up. Look, 2.3 amps or more. 3 amps. That's sick. And you guys accused me, you know, when I short the MOSFETs, you remember? Those MOSFETs are there for something. Yeah, look. So in this case, it's not even working. The protection is not working. So actually, my MOSFET is exactly like a wire, you see? If I connect here, I have got the short here. There's no difference. Okay, that's the most funny thing, you know? Okay, take out the short. And now it's fine, it's not short anymore, it's taking like 10 milliamps. And when you press the power button, It's starting and it's taking like 50, 70, 700 milliamps. Now the motherboard is working. You can see the LED here. But that's funny. That's funny. You know how many messages and comments I took like, why you short the MOSFET with a wire? Because it's a wire anyway. On this case, yeah. That's proper funny. Okay, anyway, we short all the things. Just tell me, if you have different idea, what do you want to simulate? Because I have things to play here. You see, like this motherboard, I can play with this motherboard. So we can play more. We can play more. Let's check if it's still working. Of course it's still working. All the power supplies are protected against short. Yeah? It's on. Still working, but it's funny. Okay, so we'll learn some things today. So how a laptop motherboard can react in the case of short on different power supplies. We'll learn how the USB is working. We'll learn what happened without some things like BIOS chip, like mixing voltage. This is some kind of old motherboard. Okay? Yeah? Yeah, the laptop is working. Operating system not found. The laptop is fine. It's nice to play. On this motherboard, the common fault is this chip on short. And actually you don't have 3.3. And if you check on the BIOS, it is short. But the chip is shorted, yeah? Not the BIOS chip. I think this laptop is ready for sale. Okay? Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video. And see you later. We have a few more jobs, yeah? Bye.